What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got a different kind of video, which is here because it's really important, and it's something we should all care very much about. You see, there is a very lovely chap in the Keyforge community called Carl Sheppard, and Carl Sheppard is starting, well, he's been doing it for a little while, but he is doing a gaming versus cancer event, and I think you should all know about it. And I think you should all, if you can at all in any way, get involved. Now, the reality is, right, cancer sucks. I've lost friends to cancer, I've lost family to cancer. I'm sure a lot of you listening have. And it's not nice and it's not friendly to talk about. And it's not the kind of thing we usually mention on this channel. But the reality is that it is a part of life and it is something that happens. But there are lovely people in the world like Carl who go, right, let's do something about this. And what they do is they do an awesome event every year at Southampton University to raise money for cancer research. And so far they've raised over £20,000, which is kind of ridiculous. Now, it actually started off in 2013 as a HeroClix tournament held in a friendly coffee shop on the Isle of Wight, little island just off the UK. 10 players took part, they raised 150 quid, and immediately got to thinking, well, hang on a second. If 10 of us can get together and play HeroClix and raise 150 quid, surely we can do better. So what they did was they ended up in 2014 at Fratton Park in Portsmouth. That's where the football team go. And they had a massive prize pool donated by players, stores, and Esdevium Games. They had 27 players taking part and raised £1,000. But it's not just about raising money, it's about bringing people from all over the country to take part and join in and raise money. Now in 2015 they name changed it to support other gaming tournaments, and they moved to Southampton University and made a bit of space. And now they include, well they did at the time, Magic the Gathering and Android NETRUNNER, and in 2015 they had 95 gamers and raised £2,360. Since 2013 in total, they've hosted over 700 players, they've hosted regional championships, and they've raised £20,595.32p to aid for cancer research. And this year, they're just trying to do even better. They are going to have Keyforge, Star Wars Destiny, Star Wars X-Ring, NETRUNNER, Legend of the Five Rings, HeroClix, Pokemon, and board games. That is a lot of tournaments going on. Now, specifically in terms of Keyforge, what they've actually got is a Prime Championship. That's the really fun one, where the winner goes ahead and gets themselves an invite to the World Championships. Now, the format for the Prime Championship is going to be sealed solo, which is expected to last for 6 rounds with a cut to top 8. They are not confirming which set the decks will use. It is likely to be Age of Ascension, but if they're able to use Worlds Collide, they will be doing so. Again, they're not actually able to say yet. They don't know if they're going to have Worlds Collide. They are hoping to, but we can't say for certain. Now, the good news is they've actually got a ton of other prizing to add in. We'll talk about that in a moment. Oh, yeah. And just in case a Prime Championship wasn't good enough, they're also going to be running Discovery Pods. Discovery Pods, £3 per player, 8 players in a pod, and each pod winner will receive a set of 6 Amber Shards, and everyone will receive a raffle ticket for signing up, as well as 1 per win, and there's going to be a whole bunch of really cool stuff being raffled off as well. Now, I will put a link to the Gaming vs. Cancer Facebook in the description, but it's literally just facebook.com/gaming versus cancer. So if you're interested in any of the other games, you can go there and get all the information that you actually need. If, like me, you're a fan of Pokemon, there's going to be a tournament for that as well. Although, to be clear, if I do go to the Gaming versus Cancer event, I'm going to be going in kind of a Keyforge capacity purely because it's a Prime Championship and I'm not going to be able to get to many of those. So I will be entering as a Keyforge player, not a Pokemon player, though I will try and if I do go take a Pokemon deck, so that if any of you there do want to challenge me to a bit of the old Pokemon, you absolutely can. Now, a lot of people have asked me if I'm going to be attending this. The deal is this. If it is at all possible for me to attend, I definitely will be. But it's going to be a last-minute decision. You see, my wife is rather pregnant as I speak, and the baby is due around about the middle of November, and this is on the 2nd of November. So, if I can go, I will, but it's essentially going to be a case of, if we get to like the 1st of November, and my wife hasn't had the kid and doesn't feel like it's coming imminently, I'll probably get an early night and then set off first thing in the morning on the 2nd to head on over to Southampton and play along. But again, this is not a decision that I can make until closer to the time. You have my word that if I can attend and go and support in person, I absolutely will, but that's not something that I can promise as of yet. And the good news is that there's a lot of generous people in the community who are adding in extra prizes to the event just because they're awesome people. So the lovely Rachel Trimble from Rachel's Game Store, one of our favourites, is donating a lot of Game Genic official accessory things. I don't know how she ever turns a profit on her store. I asked her, she assured me she does. She's just really good at supporting the community. So again, I've said this in a million videos, I'll say it in a million more. When we have nice people who are helping out and supporting the community, let's make sure we give them a bit of love. The lovely people at Laser Gaming are donating a whole bunch of acrylic tokens, which is pretty awesome. Board in the City are donating a bunch of stuff, including this wonderful Mighty Tiger playmat. And Team Exalted are donating some Bracken stickers and some sleeves, because they're awesome people. Liam the Vault Keeper Hall, keeper of the calendar over at Keyforge UK, is donating a couple of official Keyforge mats, which is pretty gosh darned awesome. And Brett Pendragon, another one of our favourites, a lovely, lovely person, is donating a sealed deck all the way from Gamma. It's not just some random deck, it is a trade show exclusive deck, which makes it incredibly sought after. There are an awful lot of people working to try and make this the best event ever. So what do I want from you? Go along to the event. Spread the word. Tell your friends. And if you can't make the event, I've not actually seen a link for donations, which seems, shall we say, not ideal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to Carl and try and make sure we got a link for donations. So if anybody watching this does want to donate, I will try and make sure we pop a link in the description for some donations. If you can't, if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. But it's one of those things, this is a really important event. It's a really cool event. And Carl and Rachel both actually messaged me asking if I'd make a video about it. And of course I will. This is a really important thing. And if you follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, hopefully you've noticed lately that I'm making a real effort to share the positive stories, to retweet people doing cool stuff for other people. And this very, very much fits in that vein. Please make sure that you do anything you can to show these people a little bit of love. Now, I don't know if anyone actually wonders or cares, but just to be clear, no, obviously I've not been paid or compensated for this video. I'm doing this video because it's an important event and it is cool. Yes, the video is monetized for one simple reason. YouTube will run ads on this video because it's from a monetized channel. Even if I click monetization off, YouTube will run ads on it. So I've clicked the button so that I get a share of the revenue rather than just it going to YouTube. I have not put any mid-roll ads in like I might in other videos. I have literally just made it so that the videos, the adverts I should say, that will be shown anyway, at least don't go 100% to YouTube. I am not making any extra money on this video, nor do I want to. I'd hate to think anyone thought I was doing this video for some kind of personal gain. This is a cool thing done by cool people who are trying to help the community. And the reality is it's only been a couple of weeks since I lost someone to cancer. It sucks. So anytime that anybody does anything to try and raise money for cancer research or be a good person, it's really important. So if there's any way you can help, please do. So there we go. Huge shout out to Carl for just being a wonderful, wonderful person. And to Rachel and everybody else for donating products and raising awareness. You guys are the real heroes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about this event? are you going to go? Are you doing anything to help out along these lines? If so, let me know. And even if I can't make a video about it, I'll definitely shout it out over Twitter. But the most important thing, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.